Well, hey guys, I'm Christian, and this is Ready2Disney. So, you have started booking your vacation. You're almost done. You've decided you're going to fly or drive. You've decided which hotel or resort you're going to stay at on property. You even decided what days you're going to be going, what dates you're going to be going. Well, the final two things you need to do is what we're going to talk about today. Before you actually finish the booking of your trip online, the last thing that you're going to do is you're going to pick out your tickets, what days you're going to be in the parks. So you have several options here. What we have typically done in the past is the day that we arrive, we don't go into the parks because we're usually arriving there midday to mid-afternoon. After we get settled in, we've put all our clothes up, we've kind of made our room our home. It's a little bit too late. We think it's, for us, typically a waste of a full day ticket for only being in the park for maybe 3 or 4 hours tops. So what we usually do when we arrive, we go to Disney Springs and eat and do some pre-vacation shopping, and you kind of spend our evening doing that. Call it a night early, get back to the resort, and get ready to get up very early the next day to start our first day at the parks. Usually at the end of our trip, if we're driving and we want to get an early start, or if you're flying and you decide that you need to fly back earlier in the day, you may not want to have a ticket for that last day that you're there, because again, you're only going to have a very minute time in the parks, and you would have paid for a full day ticket. Last year, what we did when we were flying, as I mentioned in a previous vlog, is that we took the latest flight possible, which was I believe like 7:30 or 8 p.m., which means we didn't have to be back at the resort to catch the Magical Express until about 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Well, that gave us the whole day really to be in the parks and finalize some rides that we wanted to do again, and so on. So for us, it was worth having a ticket for that final day. But this is something you're going to have to decide for yourself on what time you're going to be getting there on your arrival date and what time you're going to be leaving. So you'll want to make sure that you get as much time per day with your tickets as possible. So if you're there for 7 days, this year we actually have park tickets for every day. We're going to be arriving at the resort around 11:30 or noon. We've got plenty of time in the afternoon and evening to go to a park, and we're going to be doing our Disney Springs on a different day because we have a dining reservation in Disney Springs, plus it's football season, so we're going to watch a football game while we're there too. So that'll be our evening at Disney Springs. The other thing that you're going to want to do when you're booking these tickets is we highly recommend that you get the Park Hopper option. This is typically a $75 to $80 upgrade per person, not per daily ticket, but for the overall trip, it's about $80 a person. What this allows you to do is visit multiple parks in one day. Now you may be asking, well, why would we do that? We can do a full day at one park, and you're more than welcome to do that. However, the part that we're going to be talking about next may dictate doing some other things. So once you have your day tickets and your park tickets all squared up, just step back for a second. Now your park tickets, your regular park tickets with Park Hopper option, these are talking about the main 4 parks. You got Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. If you want to visit the water parks, there is an option, I believe it's an extra $119, somewhere around there, where it's a water park ticket, and you can go to either one of the, or you can go to both water parks on any day. It doesn't matter. This covers your entire trip. It's just adding the water parks to your tickets. So you get all that done, you get booked up. Now you have one final thing, and I recommend you do this right away. Once you hit that reserve button there on the website, everything's done. That is start looking at your dining options. Now you may be asking, well, we booked 4, 5, 6 months in advance. Why would we need to reserve our dining so early? Well, there's 2 very good reasons for this. One, everybody is booking early because these restaurants, the ones that require reservations, tend to book up very quickly. And everybody's got the option to book up to 6 months in advance. If you're going to be doing a character dining, or whether it be at Cinderella's Castle, or one of the character breakfasts that's at Magic Kingdom, or some of the resorts, these are going to book up really, really quickly. Other ones that are going to book up really quickly are your signature dinings that we mentioned in a previous vlog. Things like Victoria Albert's, the California Grill that's on top of the Contemporary Resort, and some of the other signature dinings out there. They're high priced, smaller seating areas, therefore they're going to book up very quickly. So you want to try to book these early. The other good reason to go ahead and book your dining early is because really this is going to be your focal point when you're making your fast passes later. Now we're going to talk about fast passes here in a couple of weeks in our vlog coming up, but your dining is the hardest thing to get. So go ahead and book those. So say you want to eat at Cinderella's Castle for lunch on Monday of your trip. Well, then you're probably going to want to book your fast passes at Magic Kingdom that day around that time. So you're not going to be rushing from one park to another. You want to try to save your fast passes for around some of these dining reservations. If you're dining late in the evening and you're doing a dinner at a park or a resort, that will give you a chance to visit maybe Epcot in the morning, do what you want to do there and do some fast passes and some rides there, go take a break, and then you know you've got a dining reservation in Magic Kingdom later that night. So your dining reservations really are going to dictate what parks you're going to be doing on which day. And since you can book those early, you book them now. Some words of wisdom here. Take the times that you want and the days that you think you want on these reservations, and go ahead. And what we did this year, and it helped, the harder ones for us were, Epcot one day and doing, doing Hollywood Studios another day, because we wanted to go to the new Toy Story Land. The problem is Toy Story Land's brand new. Slinky Dog is a ride that everybody is waiting in line for. So what I did was I made a dining reservation on Monday and on Tuesday, both at the same restaurant in Hollywood Studios, because we knew that fast pass for Slinky Dog was going to be hard. So what we did was I booked a lunch one day and a dinner another, and then waited until it was time to do our fast passes. Found out we weren't able to do it during the day, the one day, but we were able to do a fast pass the evening after. So I just went ahead and deleted the dining reservation for the day that we wouldn't have been able to go anyways. So if you feel like you have a must-do ride that you want to do maybe at night, go ahead and set a dining reservation during that time, but set another one on another day so that you can be a little flexible when it's time to make your fast passes, and then just delete the one that didn't work out for you. A couple of side notes about the dining reservations. There are going to be a couple of dining experiences that are going to require you to pay for the dining experience up front. The biggest one of those is going to be Cinderella's Table there inside the castle. So when you book that, just know that you're going to need to pay for your whole party's meal up front when you make that reservation, because that is a very hard to get, very sought after reservation, and they want that paid up front. Most of your other dining reservations, you just make the reservation. They will hold your credit card on file. You have up to 24 hours before your reservation to cancel. So even when you get to the parks, if you decide, we did this a couple of times last year, we had an early breakfast reservation the next day, and we really just did not feel like we were going to make it, or that we wanted to change plans. So as long as you do it the day before, you can cancel your reservations and go do something else. If you forget to cancel, don't worry. They're not going to break the bank on you. They're not going to charge you for the most expensive meal there or anything. It's $10 a person for canceling the reservation. So if you have a party of 3, your cancellation will be $30. So it's really not that. Actually, let me check on that for you. I'll put a comment underneath the blog. I cannot remember if it's per person or just per reservation. But it's a minimal fee regardless. So don't worry. Go ahead and stack up some of your dining. Don't do too many. That may be a little overwhelming. But go ahead and book those now when you're doing when you're doing the rest of your vacation. You're going to thank me later for that little tip. This vlog this week's just going to be a little short. I just wanted to put out there the next step in the process. Once you've done this, that's it, folks. You're done. Your booking of your vacation is complete. So now you just sit and wait. Now Disney's going to make your waiting a little fun. Once you've secured your reservation, within a month you're going to be getting a little customized booklet. It's going to have your name on it, your family name on it. And then on the inside it's going to have all these illustrated pages talking about fun things to do, but we'll also have your itinerary listed on there. What resort, how many tickets you got, some of your dining stuff. That's all going to be in that little pamphlet. Not too long after that, about 60 days or 60 days out, you'll be able to make your fast passes, which we'll go over again in another blog. And then about 2 to 3 weeks before you arrive, you're going to get a box with your magic bands in. So they're going to make the waiting not seem so bad. You've got things to look forward to. And of course, you can spend your time watching the Ready2Disney vlogs here on YouTube. That's another good way to go. Don't forget, check out Tim Tracker on YouTube. Also, MG Tatch, if you want to look at some previous vacation videos that he's done. Makes them movie-like, great editing. Phil, Emma, and Ben is another good one to go check out. So until next time, have fun storming the castle.